Right now on News 9 at 5, it is back to school. Look who's driving the school bus. Should we all be worried? No, I'm telling you, we've got it ready to go. Kylie Dedman is in Putnam City. We have more than 100,000 students across the metro heading back to school. I'm Robin Marsh. We are live. We'll talk with Kylie. It's an exciting day for the PC district as well. Join us for the ride-along coming up.
Happiest bus driver I've ever seen. I'm Lacey Lowry. Watch those school zones as children head back to class. Our Megan Gold gives us a refresher on what you need to know driving around schools, plus a warning from police.
I'm Colby Thielen. What will the weather look like for your kids as they head out this morning? Lacey Swope will join us live with what you need to know for the forecasts.
Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
In case you were wondering, yes, we have the technology. She will be able to do the forecast from the field. It's pretty cool.
She has some augmented reality stuff that's coming up. You got to see these graphics. We're just so excited about back to school.
Oh my gosh, we have more than 100,000 students getting ready to head back today. Tomorrow is a big day as well, but today we've got Oklahoma City, Putnam City, Norman students, Middale, Chickasha, Western Heights, Noble. I mean, you name it, and it's an exciting day.
Turning the chapter on a new school year.
Inevitably, we're going to miss one because everybody just about is going back today. So much to talk about. Let's talk first with Lacey Swope and find out the forecast. Lacey, if I'm with you, I would be in the cafeteria as well.
Okay, I'm really excited. So we don't have the menus yet on the monitors behind me, but what we do have is the snacks. And the snacks are going to be strawberries. No, today is goldfish snacks, and tomorrow is going to be sliced strawberries. So that's one of the things going on. This whole room behind me is going to be jam-packed with kids in just the next couple of hours. I'm at Capps Middle School, guys, part of the Putnam City School District, and it is a very exciting day. Currently, looking at the forecast, it's amazing. It's awesome for the first day of school. Nothing to slow you down. Parents, as you're getting your kiddos ready, nothing major that you have to worry about. Skies right now looking good across the state of Oklahoma. We have a couple of showers we're tracking on radar, mainly in the far southeastern portions of the state. A couple of rumbles of thunder are possible there, but for across our vast viewing area, it is dry and nothing to worry about on the roadways as far as weather is concerned. Megan's got you covered with the bus stop as far as traffic is concerned. Temperatures in the 60s, the low 70s as you're heading out. It's going to be a cool start, a little warm as you get out further into eastern portions of the region. We've got some 60s, some 70s, depending on where you are. And through the morning, we go warm up quickly. Sun comes up here at 6:45, and we're going to go from the 60s and 70s quickly into the 80s and the 90s. That south wind will heat us up. Take a look at your temperatures for today and watch the warm up to 91. We'll talk about what to expect for the bus stop coming home, waiting in the pickup line, and all things back to school. Back to you guys.
Lacey, thank you. Looks great. You know, today marks the first day of school for thousands of families across our state. Some excitement, maybe some nervousness. It's all part of back to school. News 9's Kylie Dedman live this morning in Putnam City Public School District. They're headed back today, and she found a school bus. Kylie, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Hey, for the 8,000 students that ride the bus at Putnam City, you do not need to be nervous because I am not driving the bus. So that's okay. We're not driving the bus. But I do want to share, I've never been in a driver's seat before of a bus before. But look at this. They got cameras so you can have that protection for those kids that are on the bus. You can see all of that. And also, this bus, all the buses at Putnam City are air conditioning. I think that's the best thing ever. And this bus, it even smells new. So it's good buses here at Putnam City. Now we are on bus 100. Our driver, James, he's out doing his safety checks. Come in about 45 minutes. The other school bus drivers will be here at the bus barn doing their safety checks, making sure that their buses are good to go. Air conditioning is good to go. It's the summertime after all. So they're going to be out here in about 45 minutes making sure that their buses are checked, ready to go. And then starting at 6 o'clock is when those buses will be making their routes to pick up their nearly 8,000 Putnam City kiddos that are going to be riding the buses this morning. And there's 19,000 students in Putnam City. So there's going to be a lot of drivers on the roads this morning, not just the buses doing their 80 routes, but additional drivers. So make sure that you are taking it nice and slow. And also leaving for school and for work a little bit earlier because there's going to be more traffic. Now James is about to come on. We're about to hit the road. So so stay with us because we got a fun-filled day here at Putnam City. Reporting live, Kylie Dudman, Oklahoma's own News 9.
All right, great job, Kylie. With the new school year comes new security features in Oklahoma City public schools. OKCPS heading back today, and the district says both officers and technology will be keeping children safe. Oklahoma City police officers are actually assigned as school resource officers at middle and high schools here in the city. The district also has its own armed security that will watch over elementary campuses. Over the summer break, administrators say the security team also conducted a top-to-bottom safety check at every building in the district. The district also added a new security feature requiring all visitors to check in on an iPad before actually entering a school. Our Lisa Monahan will have more details on that coming up at 6 this morning.
The Metro Library System is offering free resources to help students of all ages. Those digital resources include live one-on-one tutoring and homework assistance from certified tutors. Some sites also have links for test preparation and skill-building exercises. Just to head to your library's website for the latest information. Of course, summer break may bring summer habits for many kids, including later bedtimes, looser schedules. But with students now heading back to the classroom, Oklahoma City Public Schools Chief of Staff Jason Galloway encourages families to start building those new habits to help them succeed. That may include backing up bedtimes, reading during those wind-down times, and having conversations about classroom expectations. Galloway says teachers will work to set those expectations, but will also meet kids where they're at.
Teaching those expectations with repetition, it's going to take the first 3-4 weeks of school for those procedures and routines to really take root. So my encouragement would be stay consistent, keep the expectations solid, know what you want them to be on the front end, and watch your students thrive.
Galloway also encourages parents to be reassuring, as back to school can be stressful for students, even if they don't say so.
There are some other headlines this morning. A 28-year-old Metro man is hit and killed by a driver of a car on I-40 out on the east side of the Metro. Let me show you the scene last night near Choctaw Road. The Highway Patrol says one lane of eastbound I-40 was shut down for several hours, but has since reopened. The Highway Patrol has not released any other information. Oklahoma City police arrest 2 suspects accused in a shooting death of a man in the northwest side of Oklahoma City at an apartment complex. It happened last week near Northwest 50th and May Avenue. Police tell News 9 Taylor Brannon broke into an apartment and got into a fight with Savon Miller. Miller reportedly kicked Brannon out. Officers say Taylor then returned with his brother Nathaniel, and Nathaniel shot Miller. Both Taylor and Nathaniel have been arrested on a first-degree murder charge.
The Norman City Council joining 2 other cities officially opposing the Oklahoma Highway Patrol's move to pull all of its officers off of metro interstates. Last month, OHP announced that decision, saying it would no longer patrol certain highways in Oklahoma City metro area and Tulsa metro area. In all, 7 cities are affected by this, but the Norman City Council says they were never asked for input.
And so we looked into the numbers, and we realized quite quickly that it's not something that we could feasibly do because of staffing. We didn't get the chance to request additional staffing during the budgetary process for fiscal year 26. And so it kind of caused a little bit off guard.
Norman officials say they don't know yet if this decision by OHP will impact resources during OU game days. We have reached out to OHP for comment. We have not yet heard back.
The Oklahoma Ethics Commission says state lawmakers can spend their campaign funds on safety and security measures. The new draft opinion comes nearly 2 months after a Minnesota lawmaker and her husband were shot and killed in their home. Under ethics rules, lawmakers can't use campaign funds for personal expenses. Now, while the opinion says that funds can be used for security, they have to be spent on the lawmaker's security while they're in office and not their family or staff. Some examples include security camera systems and cybersecurity software. The draft opinion will be considered in a public hearing tomorrow.
Well, the city of Moore will raise taxes on hotels and motels. Voters Tuesday approved the hike to raise those taxes from 5% to 8%. Moore officials say the money will fund parks and potential public transportation. If you live in Moore, you're actually exempt from the tax increase if you prove that you are a resident of Moore.
Back to school beat this morning. Are you guys excited?
Very excited. I think I'm just thinking about, we were just talking about more, so what a busy time it's been for them. They're going into their second day, so they got one under the belt right now. So.
And OKCPS heading back to class today. You have two little ones, what, kindergarten and
pre-K and first.
Oh my gosh, this is an exciting time.
I have a grader. I have an elementary schooler. That's weird.
Time goes fast, Colby.
It sure does.
It does. Both of mine will be in high school this year, so I'm on the other end of, man, wrapping up their high school career. It's just, oh my goodness. Take all the pictures, like Robin said.
I know, summer's over and it is back to business for so many of us, right?
Back to business, but it may not feel like summer's over just yet. Let's get to Lacey Swope. Lacey, how's it looking for those kids headed back today?
Amazing. I don't think we could ask for a better weather day, honestly. We've got clear skies overhead, few showers down in far southeast Oklahoma expected, but nothing to slow you down, nothing for the kiddos to worry about. Dress them for summertime. I am live, guys, in a cafeteria. Okay, that's where I wanted to be, but this is going to be jam-packed with students coming up very shortly for the first day of school. We'll talk about where I am and what to expect for the entire state. Back to school forecast coming up.
Also ahead this morning, new OU quarterback John Mateer under investigation over allegations of gambling. Coming up, his explanation and what led to this story. We'll fill you in.
Plus, the eligibility of 4 high school basketball players will be decided today. We'll show you how a transfer led to the controversy and what could be decided. It's coming up.
Welcome back. It is back to school. We're on the back to school beat all across Oklahoma today, including Putnam City.
Man, one of several districts, and Lacey Swope is out there this morning.
Capps Middle School in the cafeteria. Lacey, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Right now, it's empty behind me. The students are not here yet, but just in a couple of hours, that's going to change drastically. It will be electrifying around here and across so many schools across the state of Oklahoma. Today is the day kicking off the 25-26 school year. It's so exciting, and weather-wise, it's awesome whenever it's calm because you have so many things you're worrying about, those first day jitters. To have calm weather and nothing to really slow you down, we're excited for it, that's for sure. Skies are clear overhead. By the way, the Perseid meteor shower is still going on, and with clear skies, you may be able to see some of those here as we get closer and closer to daybreak as kiddos are waiting for the bus stop. Just make sure they are looking up from time to time. Now, as far as the conditions go, skies are clear. We don't have much going on radar at all. Next Gen Live, zoomed in, dialed in, and we just don't need it much this morning. If you're just now looking at the News 9 app and you're looking at radar, you may be able to see some of the wind turbines across the metro, but you're not going to see any precip with the exception of the far southeast. Now, as far as the conditions right now, we're in the 60s and the 70s. Dew points are in the mid 60s, which means it feels comfortable for sure. Not cool enough that you need a jacket. And this afternoon, it is definitely going to be hot. So you want to dress for full-blown summertime. Metro temperatures, 60s, 70s. It looks great. It feels great. And really across the entire state. I know a lot of metro schools are going back, but across the state, it is a big day for all the faculty, the staff, and the students across Oklahoma, and many more trickle in through the rest of the week. And we've been talking about it. 60s and 70s all across the state of Oklahoma. We have 50s in portions of our panhandle right now. Now that is a little cool. Winds are out of the south. They're about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And this afternoon, we warm it up quickly. You're going to notice going from the 60s and the 70s to the 80s, and we're going to soar up into the 90s. 91, a little warmer than yesterday, but this is still a little bit below our average. Our average temperature is in the lower mid 90s across the state. And hey, to start off a little below average, we will take it. As far as rain opportunities go, we do have a slight chance today in the far southeast. It's a 10% chance in the metro, kind of what we've had over the past several days. Yesterday, we had a couple of those pop-up showers and storms. That'll be possible again this afternoon. And on future Next Gen, you'll see it's not widespread. It's not everywhere. We still have a lot of sunshine today. It'll be hot and humid. If you get a downpour, just like we've had the past couple of days, might end up with a couple of strikes of lightning, but it just won't amount to a whole lot. So let me take you into your forecast for the overnight hours tonight. 60s and 70s again, mostly clear tonight. And as we head into tomorrow, temperatures climb quickly. We're going to be going into the 80s and 90s once again. Now, let's take a look at your 9-day forecast, because as we start to heat things up, Yeah, it's getting hotter and hotter. Heading into the end of the week, into the weekend, lower mid-90s are in the forecast. We will start to introduce higher rain chances. So we go back up to a 30% chance on Sunday. We'll have chances increasing into next week. And eventually, guys, another cold front showing up for the middle to end of next week. And we'll get into more of those details, of course, as it gets closer to us. But for now, I am live at Capps Middle School here, really enjoying the morning. The faculty will start showing up shortly, and we'll be talking a lot more about all things back to school in our next half hour.
Lacey, great job out there with all the extra children on the roads heading to school. We want to check in with Megan Gold. Got to be safe out there, Megan.
Truly have to be so aware. There will be so many more, thousands more cars out on the roadways early this morning, so please allow extra time. I've got a couple of tips for you. This is Broadway Extension. Notice the morning drive picking up here, and it will just get busier. I know these are no-brainers, but after the summertime, really, really important to remind yourself, slow down for the school zones, the buses, and do not block the crosswalk. So many questions that we get, especially from young drivers, is stopping for the school bus and two-lane traffic. If you see that stop sign come out, both behind the bus and in the opposite lane, you have got to stop to really protect those kiddos. Here are some of the fines from several of our metro locations. It'll cost you almost $300 in spots for speeding in a school zone, also for not stopping for those buses. I'll have more on the morning drive. Just be safe out there on this first day of school.
It is an exciting day. It's also a day of changes for Oklahoma students heading back to class with the new state law that bans cell phone usage during the school day.
News 9's Brianna Brown joins us from OKCPS with how several of these school districts will be implementing that policy.
Good morning. It's the first day of school for Oklahoma City Public Schools, and we're here at Thelma Parks Elementary, where buses will be heading out for their routes here soon. Now, this school year will be a little different with the new cell phone ban, which advocates say will limit distractions in the classroom and help improve overall academic performance.
We're really focusing on student achievement, so that gives us the opportunity to use this as a tool to help students stay focused.
Senate Bill 139 requires all public schools in the Sooner State to enforce policies that limit phone usage from the start of the school day until the first bell rings. The consequences varying by district. In Norman, they're limiting access, says Director of Student Services Stephanie Williams.
That if a student gets a referral for noncompliance and being on that personal device, then they will be issued a Yonder pouch. And so again, we're not taking their device. They get to keep that pouch with them, but they'll lose access to it.
Middale Schools is taking a different approach. Superintendent Rick Cobb says they'll use dedicated lockers.
So first hour happens and I have a student who has a cell phone out. I'm going to call whoever I need to call to have that student taken to the office, and that student will set the phone in that locked compartment. And that's where it'll stay for the rest of the day.
A big concern from parents is being able to contact their child during emergencies, which falls under the exceptions of the ban, along with medical needs or school-issued devices. A concern Tony Childers with OKCPS says requires more parent involvement.
We want families to know this is a change in the law that's going to be different for you as a family. It's going to be different for us as a school. So the more that we get parent involvement in education, whether it's from homework to following policy as it relates to cell phones, the more beneficial it is for both of us.
Now, cell phones aren't the only devices included in the ban. Any personal electronic device, including tablets, smartwatches, and wireless headphones, are also restricted during the school day. In Oklahoma City, Brianna Brown, Oklahoma Zone, News 9.
All right, Brianna, thank you. In order to reach their child, parents will have to call the school's office or can use instant message functions through school devices and approved apps like Canvas. We're back right after this. Welcome back. OKC Energy FC is one step closer to having a new name. The new ownership group for the soccer club filed an application to trademark OKC United.
Hey.
That was one of the 5 final names the group asked residents to choose from. The team hasn't played since 2022. It's expected to return in 2027 when construction on the new $71 million MAPS 4 stadium is expected to be completed.
That looks cool.
That's awesome,
I'm not
right?
sure I've seen that.
I don't think I've seen those renderings.
These are the final designs. The stadium,
Wow.
they're right now underway. So city leaders hope to break ground later this year.
Can you imagine that plus the new Thunder Arena? I mean, wow.
2028 Olympics are going to be
downtown.
Yeah,
Gonna be
we're
popping.
Showing off.
All right. Hey, we are celebrating back to school, and we love sharing your back to school photos. Want to show you Braxton. Braxton is ready for pre-K. I love the hand holding mom or dad right there. Isn't that so sweet? Braxton's ready. He's got a smile on his face, ready to go. Hope it's a great school year, Braxton. Send us your photos. Just go to news9.com/school, and we'll share them right here on the air.
His backpack is about as big as he is.
About as big as him. That's right.
Everyone's got the backpacks ready to go, the new outfit, hopefully a new haircut, and they're off getting ready to head out for the first day. Our Lacey Swope is back to school today. She's at Capps Middle School. Lacey, it's an exciting day for sure.
It is so exciting just driving in to the school this morning. And right now, of course, we are some of the only ones here. It will be completely filled in just the next couple of hours. All the faculty, the staff, the students showing up. But just exciting driving through the neighborhood, thinking about what this day is going to mean to so many kiddos and families across the state. Send us your pictures for sure. We want to see those. We'll be talking all things back to school. The weather is amazing. We do have some rain opportunities this afternoon, and those chances go up for parts of your weekend. We'll get into all the details coming up.
Welcome back. It's an exciting day. And even the Devon Tower says welcome back to students. The crayon colors on both sides of the tall tower in downtown Oklahoma City. It's an exciting day. We are on the back to school beat. This is kind of the largest one day that the majority of students here in the metro for sure heading back to the classroom. Tomorrow's another big day. We're on the back to school beat. As we say, good Wednesday morning, Oklahoma. Thanks for joining us right here on News 9. I'm Robin Marsh here with Colby Thielen, Lacey Lowry. You guys both have kids heading back this week, right?
We're tomorrow, you're today, right?
A lot of tears shed.
Yeah. By you?
Kids were fine. Okay. We're going to talk all things back to school. First, we do have to get to your top stories of the day. First, this. A 28-year-old Metro man is hit and killed by a car on I-40. It happened last night near Choctaw Road. His name hasn't been released. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol says one lane of I-40 was shut down for several hours. It has since reopened.
Oklahoma City police arrest the suspect accused of shooting and killing a man near Northwest 50th and May last week. Officers say Nathaniel Brannon shot Savon Miller at an apartment complex after Brannon's brother, Taylor, got into a fight with Miller. Both Brannon brothers were arrested for first-degree murder.
We have more than 100,000 students heading back to the class today. Oklahoma City public school students as well as Putnam City. UConn students up and at 'em early this morning. Norman School District heading back to class as well. Western Heights heading back to school. Chickasha heading back. Noble students will be there at 9 a.m. this morning as they have a big back to school bash. We are excited to be on the back to school beat and getting ready for the 2025-26 school year.
Here we go. Putnam City, one of the many districts headed back. Let's check in with Lacey Swope. She's live in Putnam City this morning. She's in the cafeteria getting ready to say hi to some students. Hey, Lace.
I am.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Good morning to you guys. I get the awesome job of being out in the field today. I get to be around the students as they start to show up here closer to the 7 o'clock hour. We're so fired up. It's 5:30, and for some of the kiddos, they may already be up. Make sure you're sending us your back to school pictures as you get ready. Today's gorgeous weather-wise. Really nothing to worry about. Our Integris cam looking amazing. Northwest Expressway, Lake Hefner Parkway, clear skies, looks amazing, feels amazing. Looking at radar, we have tracked a few thunderstorms in far southeast Oklahoma, Durant to Idabel to Broken Bow, and that's where that will stay. Rain opportunities this afternoon are very slight, but we might have a pop-up shower or two coming home or waiting in the pickup line. You're heading out to the mid-upper 60s. There are some 50s in our panhandle across the metro, mainly 60s and low 70s. Looking nice, no wet roadways. Megan has your full traffic update coming up, talking a lot about those bus stops for sure. Temperatures will be impacted by a south wind today, 5 to 10 miles per hour, and that's going to heat us up quickly. You're going to go from the 60s and 70s, or the 50s in the panhandle, quickly into the 70s and eventually the 80s and 90s. How hot today, how hot into the weekend. Heat builds. The heat dome gets closer to us, but then rain chances return. We'll talk more about the timeline. All things back to school coming up.
All right, Lacey, we'll see you in just a little bit. Later today, first responders in Moore will engage in an active shooter simulation. It's part of a 2-day course meant to prepare responders for high-threat situations that could include active shooter events or natural disasters. They'll be learning how to apply tourniquets, evacuate victims, and care for pediatric patients. Del City officers will be undergoing similar training today as well.
Hundreds of thousands of students headed back to school today and this week. A lot of excitement, maybe some nervousness for that back to school first day. News 9's Kylie Dedman is live in Putnam City Public Schools this morning. She's on a school bus and interviewing so many different folks with Putnam City. Kylie, who did you find this morning?
Hey, Lacey, I am here with AJ Graffio. He's the public information officer. It's early in the morning. We still need our coffee, yeah. You're with Putnam City Schools. So this is going to be your 4th year going into the school. What are you most looking forward to?
I'm always looking forward. As a former educator, I'm always looking forward to a new back to school, new school year. This year especially, we have a new theme for the district. What if starts here? District-wide theme. We're really trying to tap into that imagination, the wonder, and just make those challenging questions of what makes education, what makes our future, So what if starts here in Putnam City Schools.
That's awesome. And there's a lot of changes happening at the state level with education and, of course, at local levels. Talking about the state level, they came out with the cell phone ban policy. What is Putnam City Schools? What are y'all doing with that?
So we're following the law. We have a new policy that is in place, and there will be no phones. They can bring their phones, but the phones have to be off and out of sight from the first bell to that last bell. There are some exceptions, for medical reasons, medical monitoring, if there is an emergency and they need to call 911, or if it is written into the IEP or 504. So those 3 exceptions are in place, but no phones off and out of sight in your backpack from the first bell to that last bell.
And going to the local level at Putnam City, what can parents, that are going to be dropping off the kiddos? What is something new this year for them and then for the students to know about?
There's always new things happening at schools. Our staff, our principals are constantly making adjustments and new improvements, new curriculum at the schools, our activities, I should say. District-wide, a huge thing that's going to happen this year is the opening of our Centennial Center. So that Centennial Center is a community space. It has a performing arts hall, our board meetings, a lot of meeting rooms and admin offices. So in a park, the park is so pretty. So that Centennial Center is going to be amazing for our community, and it was voted on by our voters. So here it is.
That's awesome. And speaking of that Centennial area, that's actually where we are driving to next. So stay tuned. More exciting things happening here for Putnam City's first day of school. Reporting live with AJ, Kylie Dedman, Oklahoma's own News 9.
It's great. A bus soon filled with children. We'll be checking back in with you, Kylie. Thank you. Well, in other news this morning, a crash sends an Oklahoma City motorcycle officer to the hospital yesterday morning. This happened around 9 near the Northwest Expressway at 63rd. Police say a driver made an illegal U-turn, causing that crash. Then witnesses on the scene, they say they jumped into action.
A few of us got to him and then, called emergency services and everything. Yeah, it didn't look good. He was responsive on the ground, but yeah, it's good that he's going to be okay.
While the officer is expected to be okay, the extent of his injuries right now still unclear.
A former Garfield County judge accused of a shooting who was trying to get his criminal trial moved out of that county has now changed his mind. We're talking about Brian Lovell. He's charged in a 2023 drive-by shooting in Bison, Oklahoma. Court documents show prosecutors had agreed to move the trial, but then over the weekend, Lovell filed a motion saying he now wants the trial to stay in Garfield County. So for now, that trial for his shooting allegations is set to start September 22nd.
We are asking why the city of Norman is considering getting rid of the Peeping Tom ordinance. And here's what we found. The Deputy Police Chief, Ricky Jackson, tells News 9 this would actually allow all Peeping Tom charges in the city of Norman to go ahead and be filed as a state charge. Norman municipal charges are not considered filed under a court of record. And Jackson says it's harder for investigators to track a suspect's criminal record. In fact, he cited an old case involving an OU serial rapist who wasn't linked to the crimes for years.
I couldn't run this guy on the street or investigate him for sexual assault and then run a triple I report on him to get back his information, what he's done across the country criminally, because municipal courts don't report into that. Those are only state charges.
The State of Norman will draft an official action for council members to vote on in the future. We'll let you know what's decided.
Oklahoma City is officially getting a Scheels. The city council approved an $8 million incentive to bring the Disneyland of sporting goods stores right here to the metro. The 300,000 square foot store will be built near Lake Hefner Parkway, north of the Kilpatrick Turnpike. Council members, in fact, voted 8-1 to move the project forward, but not without pushback from some residents.
Giving away money to corporations that may or may not be able to make a profit without taxpayer gifts. Taxpayer, I'll be paying for it. The citizens where I live will be paying this money.
Scheels must meet at least $100 million in yearly sales to get that incentive over 10 years. The company says the Oklahoma City store will open in 2028.
OU is investigating quarterback John Mateer over allegations of sports betting. All of this came about after images of Venmo payments mentioning gambling from 2022 were posted online. NCAA rules ban student athletes from betting on college sports. OU leaders say they are aware of the situation and taking it seriously. John Mateer says the allegations are completely false. He says the descriptions on those Venmo payments were just inside jokes with his friends. They were not actual payments for sports betting. So we'll be following that story.
Well, the OSSAA is expected to decide on the eligibility of 4 Glencoe, Oklahoma high school basketball players today. The 4 players transferred this year into the school district because a friend who happens to be the coach's son wanted the team to play together. So the OSSAA says they broke several rules, making them ineligible. But the district and the coach said they have followed all of the transfer rules.
Well, I just hope they do the right thing and let us all play together and see the big picture.
The OSSAA says it won't comment until after the final decision on eligibility is made. This is kind of a hot topic. A lot of people are watching the meeting. We will be there. It does start at 9 a.m. this morning. We'll let you know what is decided.
I was kind of looking at some of the back and forth, and the Glencoe students and parents say we actually reached out ahead of time to the OSSAA. They said we were in compliance, and then all of a sudden we find out that we're no longer in compliance. So it will be interesting to see what happens at today's meeting and ultimately what's decided, because right now those players are suspended from playing.
Yeah, so, I mean, and it's a big time. You're in your high school years. I mean, these are important years, so hopefully it'll all be resolved. We will be watching what happens.
Certainly be following that. A lot to talk about when it comes to high school sports. So many players back out on the field as we get ready for high school football. And it's sure enough August. We're putting Lacey Swope to work this morning.
Look what she's doing. Mopping up the floor at Capps Middle School this morning.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
We are getting things squeaky clean. That's what we're excited about. Pristine for these students as they walk in here in the cafeteria at Capps Middle School. It's Northwest 63rd and MacArthur, the Putnam City School District. It is first day back, and this place is spick and span. Before you know it, this will be filled with students for the first day of the school year. We have the full forecast for you. We're bringing it to you with our augmented reality graphics. We'll have your full forecast, talking rain chances, possibly later today, and all things bus stop forecast after this break. Stick with us.
Welcome back, 546, and yep, it's a big day. We have so many kids getting ready to head back to school. We're on the back to school beat. We're actually on the bus in Putnam City riding along.
On the bus in Putnam City and in the cafeteria in Putnam City as well.
Lacey, we saw you working. How's the floors looking? Are they clean, spick and span?
It's shine. Do you see anything on those floors?
No, they look
You are good. You are good.
It's spick and span. It's spotless. I've worked a good mop in my day, okay? We are really excited, guys. Everyone is geared up, ready to go. All the faculty and staff here at Capps Middle School geared up. We'll have them filling into the cafeteria here very, very shortly. The students all start showing up around 7 a.m. Oklahoma City Public Schools back. Most of the metro schools, it is such a big day. And now that we're getting closer and closer to the 6 o'clock hour, a lot of those kiddos have that early alarm clock. And I'll tell you, as you're getting them ready, parents, as you're trying to get the little ones ready, especially for the first day of school, it looks amazing. So dress them in all the outfits you have picked out. Everything good to go. Skies are clear right now on our Lucky Star Sky Cam network. Our American Fidelity Cam looking amazing. Downtown Oklahoma City, beautiful. Everyone geared up. Your bus stop forecast, take a look at it. Today starting in the 60s, the low 70s. We warm into the 90s. It will be hot this afternoon. We're talking temperatures warming quickly today. Lunchtime, and by the time we get to recess, we're talking mid-upper upper 70s, warming to the 80s. So it'll be a hot one. We are slightly below average. There's a look right now on our cameras across the state. It looks fantastic. And as far as radar goes, Next Gen Live fired up and nothing happening with the exception of far southeast Oklahoma, where we'll have a chance through mid-morning of a few showers. Metro, we are fine, we are clear, and we're excited that we don't have to track any thunderstorms, nothing like what we've been seeing over the past couple of afternoons, although later today there will be a chance for a couple of pop-up showers and storms. Now temperatures are in the 60s right now, mostly clear skies at Will Rogers World Airport. South winds are with us and that will warm us up later on. Metro temperatures, check them out. Pick out your hometown. We have 60s, we have low 70s. Now if we zoom it out and take a statewide look, there are a few areas that are in the 50s out in our panhandle. Definitely cool for mid-August, but the rest of the region, it's pretty close to average. Upper 60s, low 70s, and there are your winds. South winds are anywhere from 5 to 15 miles per hour. They'll stay on the lighter side today, which means in the direct sunlight, it's going to be a hot one. Lower mid-90s for highs, 91 in Oklahoma City, so a little warmer than where we were yesterday, and after today, the heat builds. We start to crank it back up. That heat dome that's been over California, it's going to nudge back over Oklahoma, and that's going to cause our temperatures to warm back up. So as far as rain chances go, I think we'll have a few of those cumulus clouds that'll billow on up later today. A couple of them could produce downpours, a couple of isolated downpours, won't be widespread. So for most of the kiddos coming home, it will be dry, and if you're going to wait in that pickup line, it looks good to go. Now all the after school practices have begun. Temperatures will finally start to cool off as we head into the evening hours. And if you take a look here at future Next Gen, what we're expecting is a little cloud cover to pop up here and there. May have a couple blips on radar, but of course we'll monitor those. Even yesterday we didn't have widespread severe weather, but some of those showers, as they collapsed, they did produce some strong winds over 60 miles per hour. So that's always a possibility, something that we'll monitor, not as widespread as what we dealt with on Monday. And then overnight tonight, 60s and 70s. It's going to be another cool night, another quiet night. We warm back to the mid 90s, upper 90s in portions of western Oklahoma tomorrow, and the temperatures just build from there. Let me show you your 9-day forecast. We're going to go from temperatures in the low 90s, warming into the upper 90s, the heat index becoming a factor above 100. Then rain chances start to make a return, 30% chance as we head into your weekend, especially Sunday and early Monday. Then into next week, rounds of rain are possible, and a cold front, guys, another summertime cold front midweek next week, a north wind, and knocks those temps down some. That's where we're headed. We're going to talk much more about back to school, gearing up for getting your family ready. We've got you covered all across the metro, and we'll have much more coming up on the forecast in just a few minutes.
Lacey, good job on that forecast from Capps Middle School. We take it out of the southwest side of Oklahoma City. You are looking live. This is the Whataburger off Southwest 59th, just west of Western, and you do see a police presence there. What we've heard from our crew on the scene, police are searching for a man who walked in reportedly with his face covered and had a firearm. They've locked down that Whataburger there, and again, they're searching for a man only described as a Hispanic male. So again, they're searching near Southwest 59th, near the Western area, so commotion going on there after this possible robbery at the Whataburger. Our Brianna Brown is there talking with authorities. We'll be checking in with her on the breaking news coming up in just a moment.
And at 5:51 right now, as you're heading out the door, we're going to check out that traffic. Here's meteorologist Megan Gold with the latest. Hey, Megan.
Hey, Colby. Roads are already getting busy, starting to see more cars out on the roadways than, of course, we did during the summertime when the roads were pretty quiet through the 5 o'clock hour. This is Broadway Extension there from Britton over to Hefner. It looks good if you're traveling Broadway Extension. I-35 no more is back in school. And if you're traveling northbound on I-35 into Oklahoma City, good to go. So several reminders for you here. I know it's been summertime. We get out of the habit of some of these things, but just remember to be so very aware of the school zones, stopping for buses. And I've got a little illustration for you here. I think this is something that can cause a little bit of confusion. If you are on the opposite side of a school bus, or if you're behind a school bus and you see that stop sign come out, you have got to just completely stop, let the kiddos off, get the kiddos on, and protect them. These are the fines for speeding in a school zone, also fines for not stopping for those school buses. So really make sure you're dialed in and paying attention as we get the kiddos back to school across the metro. Your drive times are good to go. I'll have more for you here in just a little bit.
Megan, thank you. Time for some more back to school photos. We're celebrating Peyton. Peyton, given the peace sign. Peyton is going into kindergarten, ready to go. Is that some unicorns on her shirt, or a deer?
I think it's
It looks
Lilo.
like Lilo and
Lilo and Stitch. I'm sorry, the TV's so far away. Okay, Lilo and Stitch. All right, Peyton, I hope you have a great school
she's
year
so cute.
as Peyton heads back to kindergarten. Send us your photos. Just go to news9.com/school and we'll show them right here on the air. We're back with more after this on the Back to School Beat. All of us were just thinking, oh my goodness, I'm glad you put the fines out there for speeding through a school zone, because it'll cost you.
It will. Speeding through school zones, and then also not stopping for those buses.
Yeah.
When you see that stop sign come out, you've got to stop. Protect the kiddos. You know, we want everybody to make it to school safely, get home safely.
We have to kind of change our thinking driving,
Yes.
that's
yeah,
for sure.
after the whole summertime, you know, you haven't been thinking about it. So important to get back in that good practice.
Just pay attention.
Yeah.
Just pay attention, right?
I know. Hundreds of thousands of kids heading back to school, and we're celebrating all of them this morning.
Yeah, we're on the Back to School Beat. Can't wait to share more with you coming up at 6 a.m.
6 a.m., it's the big story today, the first day of class for hundreds of thousands of students across the state, including Oklahoma City Public Schools. I'm Lacey Lowry. Coming up, we have everything you need to know for back to school. It's right here on News 9.
Yep, and we are live this morning as Putnam City students get ready to head back to class. I'm Robin Marsh. Coming up, we actually talked with the police chief there live this morning about security and safety changes that will go into effect today. It's a live report ahead on 9.
I'm Colby Thielen. School resource officers are walking campuses before the first bell, looking for any potential threats. At 6:45, our Lisa Monahan will explain what they say is the most critical for protecting students.
Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
Good morning. So many kids going to be waking up soon, getting ready for that first day all across the metro.
Excitement, maybe some nervousness. We're all headed back, and we're celebrating all of these districts. So many headed back to school today. I want to show you a few of them. Oklahoma City Public Schools, Middale, Norman, Yukon, Putnam City, Chickasha, and Noble all heading back today.
Yep, and then tomorrow, Mustang, Bethany, El Reno, Edmond, Deer Creek, Piedmont, and Tuttle, plus so many more. It's hard to name them all. Just about everybody's going back this week.
Yeah, and we are on the Back to School Beat today. Team coverage this morning, including the forecast from the cafeteria this morning, right?
Let's get out to Lacey Swope. She's live in the Putnam City School District. Lacey, how's it going out there? Lace, can you hear us?
You can just feel the electric starting to build. We will start to. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you, girl.
We can hear you. Can we see you?
Okay. Hey, good morning, guys. I am here at Capps Middle School. Yes, in the cafeteria where the students will be in just the next couple of hours. It's going to be absolutely exciting, very amazing. And we're talking the faculty will be arriving here, getting all the meals ready, getting breakfast ready for the kiddos. The snack today is goldfish, by the way, for Capps Middle Schoolers. That's an exciting day. We'll know more about the menu here in just a little bit. Oh, the weather is fantastic. As you're starting to get your kiddos ready across the metro, across the state, it looks wonderful. Clear skies, nothing weather-wise that will slow you down. That's our Integris cam, part of our Lucky Star Sky Cam network. The radar, really quiet across Oklahoma, with the exception of near Durant, back down to Broken Bow and Idabel. A few showers there for kiddos that are heading back to school. The rest of the region, dry and mostly clear. It's been awesome to start off the day today, and today is the peak, or one of the peak days, of the Perseid meteor shower, by the way. Clear skies, but daybreak is coming, and before you know it, the sun will be up, signifying the start of the 2025-2026 school year. Temps are in the 60s and 70s. You don't need the jacket. You don't need the sweater. It's nice and warm this morning, not hot. Really, it feels fantastic. Temperatures across the state in the 60s and the low 70s. And as we go through the day, these south winds, they'll pick up a little bit. 5 to 10, maybe some gusts to 15, and then temperatures climb. We're talking 80s and 90s as you head into the afternoon. Warmer in western Oklahoma for sure, and there is a slight chance of a few pop-up thunderstorms. So coming up in full weather, we've got a lot to get to. We're going to get to your headlines, and we're going to talk all about what to expect for heading back to school statewide. We are also going to talk about the heat dome building. Those temperatures are going to start to really soar, and then rain and storm chances come back, and that could impact parts of your weekend. I'll have your full forecast and all things back to school, the bus stop. We're excited. It's an exciting morning across the state, guys. Back to you.
All right, Lacey, great job. Lacey's in Putnam City Public School District. So is our Kylie Dedman this morning. She's actually speaking with the school district's chief of police, talking school zone safety. Kylie, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Hey, I am actually in the chief of police for the school district's car. We are stopped because, safety reasons. And speaking of those safeties, I am here joined with the chief of police, Mark Stout. Mark, you have been with the school district for decades. What are some valuable safety tips for parents to keep in mind since you have been here, year after year?
I think some of the most important things is as we start school, remember school zones. We have school zones at every one of our sites. Remember school buses when they're stopped. You have to stop when they have their stop signs out and the red lights flashing. You must stop. That's very important because kids are coming everywhere, especially these first couple of days when kids aren't really too sure where they're going to be coming from and they're getting used to their bus stops and those kinds of things. And when they get to the schools, again, school zones and being careful around the schools as kids are walking to school and things like that. That's our number one thing as we start school. And then as we go into the school, some of the different safety measures and things we have in place.
And when a school bus is stopped and kids are getting on or off the bus, other cars, whether they're behind the school bus or on the other side in front of the school bus coming the other direction, they both have to stop. What happens if those cars don't stop and they just go past that school bus?
Well, you're correct. All cars have to stop no matter what lane. If it's a 4-lane, all lanes have to stop when a bus is stopped, has a stop sign out and its red flashing lights going. And the dangers of kids crossing, because the kids are excited about getting to school and they're going to cross and to get to their bus. That's why it's important for cars to stop. If you don't stop, you're eligible for a ticket. The school bus driver themselves have the authority of writing your tag number and reporting it to the state, and along with any law enforcement that's in the area that will pull you over.
And for any drivers that are speeding, those, speed signs, that's not a suggestion, that's the law. So if they do speed, and especially in a school zone, what consequences will they face?
The fines are excessive, or not excessive, but pretty steep if you speed in a school zone. And it's not, you're right, the school zone says 25, it has to be 25. We have to ask all people to follow school zones signs when they're flashing. They all say that when the school zones are flashing, you must obey that speed limit. And if you don't, the fines can be pretty steep.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being with us this morning. It's first day of school, so there's going to be a lot of people out on the road, so a lot of good safety tips right there. So thank you so much, Chief. Reporting live at Putnam City Schools, Kylie Dedman, Oklahoma's own News 9.
She's having a lot of fun this morning. Kylie, great job. And coming up later in this half hour, Kylie will be live interviewing Putnam City Superintendent Dr. Fred Rhodes, talking about the first day of class. Starting this year, more public schools keeping school zone lights on for the entire school day. They will not be turned off all day long. District leaders in Moore say slower moving cars during school hours will keep students and employees safe. So just a heads up, the lights stay on in Moore.
And how about this? Embark is offering a new program meant to ease the burden of finding reliable transportation for students. It's called Hall Pass. See what they did there? H-A-U-L. And it lets parents sign their students up to use all forms of Embark transportation for free at any time of the day. Students in central Oklahoma City can use their passes to get to and from school, as well as any extracurriculars after school or even a job. You can sign up at Embark's website.
All right, 6:07, let's get over to Megan Gold. She's watching the school zones and keeping the kids safe this morning. Megan, how's it going?
Hey, the roads look great. As Lacey mentioned, the roads are dry here on our Wednesday morning. A great first day of school forecast here in Oklahoma City, but not just the kiddos. They're getting back into the swing of things. The drivers, the adult drivers getting back in the swing of things of slowing down for those school buses, stopping for the buses. So very important. I do kind of want to break this down for you. We get a lot of questions. Well, who doesn't have to stop whenever there is a bus. And so this is just one of 3 illustrations for you here. This is a typical city street, right? You have to stop on both the lane behind the bus and the opposite lane. And then also, if there's a center median, but there's no concrete barrier, no grass, everybody has to stop. The only time that the opposite lane doesn't have to stop is, again, if it's unpaved with some grass or a barrier. So really, moral of the story, if you're driving a city street and there is a bus with the stop sign out, you got to stop. Protect the kiddos, right? All across the metro right now, no slowdowns, no accidents to cause you any problems here on this first day of school, and your drive times into downtown from all directions are good to go.
Breaking overnight news, the Highway Patrol says a Metro man is killed after he was hit by a car on I-40. Troopers say the 28-year-old man was on I-40 near Choctaw Road around 9:45 last night when he was struck by a vehicle. The right lane of the eastbound I-40 lanes were shut down for several hours. That is back open this morning. OHP has not released the man's name or the cause of that collision. We'll be following it.
Later today, first responders in Moore will engage in an active shooter simulation. So it might sound very scary, but again, this is just a drill. It's part of a 2-day course meant to prepare first responders for high-threat situations like an active shooter event or a natural disaster. They'll be learning how to apply tourniquets, evacuate victims, and care for pediatric patients. Del City officers will be undergoing similar training today as well, so just a heads up.
We have everything you need for back to school, and of course we've loved seeing all of your back to school photos. Check these out. This is Sienna and Rupert.
Oh my goodness.
Going into pre-K and kindergarten. Adorable.
Oh,
That's just adorable.
Pink backpacks.
Right, it is as big as her.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome. And then how about Waylon also going into pre-K,
Waylon.
looking like a rock
Got the good
star.
mullet, doesn't he?
Man, he's stylish.
Yeah, and it's got the kicks, the brand new kicks, looking great.
Heading back to school. Hey, send us your photos. We love sharing them. news9.com/school. Don't give us too much information, really just their name and maybe what grade they're going into.
We love seeing those pictures.
I know.
Yeah, a lot to talk about here as we get back to school, including a warm day. We'll talk with Lacey about the forecast, but just excitement in general, right?
We are on the back to school beat this morning. Still to come, a new state law says you can't be on your cell phone during the school day. We're talking with districts on how they're enforcing it and what parents need to know. It's next on 9.
Bus stop forecast, and yep, watch those school zones. The buses have already left the bus barn picking up kids this morning because we are on the back to school beat.
We are celebrating, so I think it's like hundreds of thousands of kids
all across
heading back
the
today.
metro,
I think that's a safe number to say.
Yeah, for sure. One of those heading back to school this morning, our Lacey Swope, who is live at Capps Middle School. Hey, Lacey.
Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, getting my phone dialed in here. We are good to go. We are fired up. We are excited. We are at Capps Middle School, home of the Wildcats. We are fired up with the elementary school. The middle school is where we're at right now in the cafeteria. We got our backpack. I was given a Putnam City backpack. Get ready to go. Packed up with all the school supplies. It's such an exciting day. And for all the kiddos headed to the bus stop this morning, the first official bus stop for the Oklahoma City Public School area, for the Putnam City School area, and all those districts that we have been mentioning, take a look at it. Skies are clear. It looks wonderful today. We will have a slight chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. But really, as you're heading out and parents, you're getting the kiddos ready to go. And for the kids that are watching us today, good morning and happy first day of school. The weather is really participating well, not misbehaving at all. We're talking 60s and 70s, warming to the 90s later this afternoon, and we have mostly clear skies, breaking daylight. It's going to be an absolutely beautiful day. That's a live look on our Lucky Star SkyCam network. Temperatures are in the 60s, the 70s, and Next Gen Live is fired up, but really not needed this morning. We've had rain off and on Monday, yesterday. We had a few thunderstorms, and a few of those storms still produced some damaging winds as they collapsed. We may see a couple more of those later this afternoon, but it won't be as widespread today. In fact, this morning, it's hard to find any cloud cover and no precip showing up on Next Gen Live. So as we go through the day, these 60s that we're experiencing with clear skies will quickly warm up. Sunrise is coming up, in about 30 minutes, and then the day is underway. And temps in the 60s, the 70s, even the 50s in portions of our panhandle, much cooler, but we will all warm up. In fact, out in the panhandle today, some mid-upper 90s, and there are triple digits that are going to start making a return. Across the metro, the heat's going to build today. South winds are 5 to 15 miles per will start to pick up, and as they do, that'll help heat things up. Really not much of a breeze in the shady spot. It'll help a little bit to cool you off, but it's going to be a hot one for sure. So make sure the kiddos are dressed for full-blown summertime, typical August, typical first day of school, and the highs today, check them out, into the lower, some mid-90s underway. As far as what we're expecting this afternoon, a slight chance of rain. Take a look at the rain chances. We're talking a 10% chance in OKC. There went my IFB. Whoops. Okay, a 10% chance in OKC. And Megan, if you can click through that, I just got logged out, I think. Megan's my pal. She's always got me. She's got me figured out, and she's going to do it. 10% chance of rain today. We'll see temperatures warm quickly into the 90s. Most of the storm chances that fire up will diminish quickly, so tonight is a clear night. We'll see temperatures warm into the 80s and 90s again tomorrow. And then take a look at your 9-day forecast, because quickly today, after the heat up, the heat dome settles back in. We've had highs in the 80s and even below average temperatures for the past couple of days. That's going to change. We'll go back to the mid-90s, the heat index around 100, and then we will see rain chances come back. So for this school week, everyone kind of getting back into the swing of things. Next week, we'll have off and on rain chances at the bus stop, and we'll have to talk even the chance for more thunderstorms, and then a cold front is making its way in. So guys, we're so excited to be live at the Capps Middle School, Northwest 63rd and MacArthur. It's looking good. The cafeteria is going to be filled with students any moment now. The faculty and staff are starting to trickle in. We'll talk more to you in just a little bit.
Lacey, thanks
Love your
so
backpack.
much. Looking good there in the Putnam City School District. It is such a huge day. We have so many districts. It's probably the one largest day as we are back to school in Oklahoma, and students now facing a big change as they head back to class. There is the new state law in place that actually bans cell phone use during the school day.
News 9's Brianna Brown is at Oklahoma City Public Schools, filling us in on how all the different school districts are implementing this new state law.
Good morning. It's the first day of school for Oklahoma City Public Schools, and we're here at Thelma Parks Elementary, where buses will be heading out for their routes here soon. Now, this school year will be a little different with the new cell phone ban, which advocates say will limit distractions in the classroom and help improve overall academic performance.
We're really focusing on student achievement, so that gives us the opportunity to use this as a tool to help students stay focused.
Senate Bill 139 requires all public schools in the Sooner State to enforce policies that limit phone usage from the start of the school day until the first bell rings. The consequences varying by district. In Norman, they're limiting access, says Director of Student Services Stephanie Williams.
That if a student gets a referral for noncompliance and being on that personal device, then they will be issued a Yonder pouch. And so again, we're not taking their device. They get to keep that pouch with them, but they'll lose access to it.
Middale Schools is taking a different approach. Superintendent Rick Cobb says they'll use dedicated lockers.
So first hour happens and I have a student who has a cell phone out. I'm going to call whoever I need to call to have that student taken to the office, and that student will set the phone in that locked compartment. And that's where it'll stay for the rest of the day.
A big concern from parents is being able to contact their child during emergencies, which falls under the exceptions of the ban, along with medical needs or school-issued devices. A concern Tony Childers with OKCPS says requires more parent involvement.
We want families to know this is a change in the law that's going to be different for you as a family. It's going to be different for us as a school. So the more that we get parent involvement in education, whether it's from homework to following policy as it relates to cell phones, the more beneficial it is for both of us.
Now, cell phones aren't the only devices included in the ban. Any personal electronic device, including tablets, smartwatches, and wireless headphones, are also restricted during the school day. In Oklahoma City, Brianna Brown, Oklahoma Zone, News 9.
All right, Brianna, thank you. Keep in mind, buses will be out on the roads and those school zones will be active. Megan Gold joins us now. Megan, Oklahoma City Police stepping up enforcement.
They are. They have announced kind of a targeted operation, if you will, starting now today through August 22nd. And really important to follow the school zones, the speeding, the speed limits, but especially as they are doing an operation to really crack down on traffic violations in the school zones. Oklahoma City Police, again, announcing that running now until the 22nd of this month. And just to put into perspective of how much it will cost you if you speed in a school zone, at a minimum, more than $200, and in spots like Edmond to Norman, almost $300. So protect the kiddos and definitely protect your pocket, right? Here's the live look. Broadway extension headed southbound into downtown. The morning drive picking up. Northwest Expressway, Lake Hefner Parkway. The roads are getting busier, but all across the metro right now, as of right now, we don't have any problems. Hopefully we'll keep it that way. So your drive times right now into Oklahoma City from all directions are good to go.
All right, Megan, thank you. Plenty more ahead here, including our Lacey Swope, who's live in Putnam City this morning. She'll have our outdoor forecast coming up.
Outdoor forecast today, and if you are outside, watch those school zones. We can't stress it enough as we are on the back to school beat today.
Yeah, Lacey Swope is in the Putnam City School District, and I bet some kids are going to start coming into the cafeteria pretty soon.
Get some breakfast started early. I don't know. Lacey, you going to bring us some stuff back?
I'm excited to see what they're going to have. All I know is the snacks today are goldfish, okay? But I don't know what actual breakfast. We're going to find out very, very shortly. The bell rings. School starts at 7:30, guys. They'll start packing into the cafeteria right around 7 a.m. We're getting so close, but I can show you pictures we've had coming in. This is a fishing picture. Take a look. This is Ashlyn, and in the message that they sent me, this is Ashlyn's first fish, but also, guys, she was going out and trying to get her first fish before school started. So going out, putting in the work, putting in the time, and now gearing up and getting ready. The last one will be heading to school. So we are very excited for her, her family, and all the Metro families that are heading back to school. It's going to be a super exciting day, and weather's not really playing havoc today, which is the great thing. Weather is fantastic, and we're seeing temperatures in the 60s and 70s. You might have a few thunderstorms this afternoon. We'll talk about what to expect with those, more on the bus stop forecast, and how to plan your day ahead. It's all coming up.
All right, Lacey, thank you. Also coming up, the OSSAA will decide today if 4 Glencoe basketball players can suit up this season. The rule at the center of the eligibility dispute. It's ahead.
You're watching Oklahoma's own News 9 this morning.
Waking up, it is 6:30, and even the Devon Tower says, welcome back, students, back to school. It's been lit up for the last few days as school has started. Today's kind of the largest one-day back to school. Oklahoma City, Norman, Yukon, Middale. It's exciting.
There's so many. Putnam City Public Schools. I can keep going. It's basically hundreds of thousands of students heading back today.
Got to be so careful in those school zones. We're watching the morning drive. We're watching the buses this morning, and we're watching the weather.
That's right. You know, everybody's right now in that midst of getting breakfast ready, getting clothes on. Lacey, dressed for August, it sounds like.
You're absolutely right, guys. I'm really excited to be out of the studio today and live at Capps Middle School, Northwest 63rd and MacArthur, part of the Putnam City School District. The Wildcats are ready for the first day of school. Some of the faculty, some of the staff has been trickling in. I can't wait. It'll be momentarily. They'll start to open up some of these doors behind me, and breakfast will be served around 7 a.m. And I'm telling you, as you're getting your family ready for the very exciting time of year, but also little nerves to get you out the door this morning. I know how that goes. Hope you have a wonderful, a blessed first day. Weather-wise, it's amazing. Clear skies, looks amazing on our Integris cam. It's beautiful as far as the sunrise goes. We're breaking daylight. Next Gen Live, nothing to track this morning in our viewing area. We've had a few showers and storms in the far southeast, but the rest of the region has been completely dry. We've been hovering in the upper 60s, 68, 69 degrees in Oklahoma City, some 60s in the West Metro. We've had 50s this morning in our Panhandle. It's not that cool for everyone else. So you don't need the jacket, you don't need the sweater. Dress for summertime for sure. Heading into the afternoon, there's a slight chance for rain as these south winds continue to ramp up. We'll see highs warm into the 80s, eventually the low 90s. And coming up in full weather, we've got a lot to get to. We'll talk about your full bus stop experience today. Coming home from school, a few thunderstorms are possible. The heat dome builds, guys. And then we're talking more rain chances, really statewide rain chances off and on into next week. That and much more. All things back to school on this Wednesday morning. Back to you.
3, 2, 1, fire.
There she goes. City officials making way for the future. They imploded the roof of the historic Jim Norick Arena yesterday. Since 1965, the arena has hosted thousands of events at the state fairgrounds, from horse shows and rodeos to concerts, basketball games, and high school graduations. In its place, a new building that will connect the OG&E Coliseum to the Super Barn, which holds the new Norick Arena. The architect who designed the building says it's all a tribute to the original.
I know the Norick has a storied and long life that's really important to all of us in Oklahoma City, so we just hope that the new OG&E Coliseum can have that same kind of impact on the city.
So the roof is gone. City leaders say the walls will come down in the next month or so. You're looking live right now on the Lucky Star Skycam network. The walls eventually coming down, and then the new building will begin construction later this year.
Oklahoma City Council members approved tax incentives to bring Scheels Sporting Goods to OKC. The 300,000 square foot store will be built near Lake Hefner Parkway. Scheels will receive an $8 million taxpayer incentive. Some residents, though, say they're unhappy with its approval.
Giving away money to corporations that may or may not be able to make a profit without taxpayer gifts. Taxpayer, I'll be paying for it. The citizens where I live will be paying this money.
Scheels is expected to open in 2028.
Well, the OSSAA meets today. It is a big meeting deciding the eligibility status of 4 Glencoe high school basketball players. Now, these 4 ball players transferred to Glencoe to play with their friend and the coach, but the OSSAA says they are ineligible due to an existing relationship with the head coach. The Glencoe superintendent, Jay Reef, says they did not break the rules and went out of their way to not break the rules.
I just know that he did not coach these kids this past summer because we asked him not to, even though the link rule is going back into effect May 1st. We did not want these problems to follow, so we asked him not to, and he did not.
The OSSAA says it will not comment until after a final decision on eligibility is made. It is going to be a high-profile meeting today starting at 9 a.m. We will be there watching what happens.
OU quarterback John Mateer is under investigation over sports betting allegations after images of Venmo payments mentioning gambling were posted online. Those images are from 2022 when Mateer was already a college student athlete, and the NCAA bans student athletes from betting on college sports. Sooner officials say they are aware of the situation and are currently investigating. Mateer says those payment descriptions on Venmo were just an inside joke with his friends, not an actual bet, and he's confident nothing will come from these allegations.
6:35 your time right now. Time to take a look at traffic. Of course, school zones active this morning. Here's Megan Gold with the latest. Hey, Megan.
Hey, Colby. Really important to stop and slow down in those school zones. Stop for the buses. Just be aware. An extra time out the door, not a bad idea, as there will be thousands more out the door early and really through the school year. I know we've gotten out of the habit during kind of the summer months. So here's the live look from our Norman Regional cam. Our sunrise here in just about 10 to 15 minutes from our Christensen cam. Portland and Memorial, the colors are gorgeous here with clear skies and dry conditions for all the kiddos going back to school. So really metro wide right now, not seeing any problems. Just a couple of tips for you. Again, slowing down for the school zones, stopping for the buses when they put out that stop sign, and don't block the crosswalks. Your drive times right now into Oklahoma City are good from all directions.
Thank you. It is back to school day for Putnam City students, and our Kylie Dedman joins us live in the district talking with the superintendent, Dr. Fred Rhodes, this morning. Kylie?
Hey, Colby. Good morning. That's right. I'm here with Dr. Fred Rhodes. This is actually his last year. You have been with Putnam City Schools for 13 years, but you've been an educator for 50 years. First off, Dr. Rhodes, just congratulations on this huge accomplishment and honor.
Thank you. It's such a great place to be, Putnam City. It's actually where I student taught. So 50 years and 42 in Putnam City. It's been a great ride.
That's awesome. Well, it's the first day of school for students. There's going to be a lot of nerves, some excitement, seeing some of their friends that they haven't seen all summer. What's this like for the first day of school for these students?
For students, when we think about summer break, obviously they love summer break, but getting to come back to school for the first day, see their friends that they haven't seen for a couple of months, just obviously those anxieties that they have. But school is just a fun place. We think about school being a place where we worry about the academics, but there's so much more that you learn in a comprehensive public education. Being able to be with your friends, learn about different cultures, because everybody comes from a different background, and it really prepares them for life.
Absolutely. What has been some of your favorite memories and moments that you've created here with Putnam City Schools?
All of my years have been fun. Obviously, this will be a fun year because it's my last one, but being able to be with students at all levels. As an elementary person, I was always with elementary students, but in a high school, being able to go to concerts and being able to go to basketball games, football games, all the athletics, and seeing them excel in what they do, seeing them outside of the classroom and activities.
What advice do you have for maybe those seniors or incoming freshmen, or maybe they're going into kindergarten or, the first grade? What advice do you have for those students, and maybe for the parents that are dropping off their kiddos for the first time ever?
Going to school, first of all, you need to enjoy school. For seniors, enjoy your last year. It's my last year. I'm kind of a senior this year. So take in everything that you can and just enjoy it.
Absolutely. Well, I've been enjoying my entire morning here with Putnam City Schools. Thank you so much for being with us this morning, and good luck on your last year. I wish you all the best. Reporting live on the school bus, Kylie Dedman, Oklahoma's own News 9.
All right, Kylie, thank you, and a big congratulations to Dr. Rhodes. By the way, the Putnam City School Board has begun the search for his replacement. Of course, we'll be following.
It's an exciting time as school starts. It's normal for things to be overwhelming for your student, but parents' concerns that there could be a bigger problem when you see these things in your kids, anxiety or depression, or maybe they're irritable, maybe they're not sleeping well, maybe they have a headache or stomach ache or a fear of going to school. Those are bigger concerns. Counselors say try to start the year off on a good note so things will be good at the very beginning.
There's this tendency to do something big or pressure on parenthood to do something big to celebrate the first day. It's gonna take everything out of them just to go to school that day. So let's set the bar a little bit lower. Maybe they're gonna come home, crash out, eat a snack, veg out on the TV. That's okay for that first day.
She's saying, hey, if you don't get the pictures the first day, it's really okay. Yeah, parents, the main thing Calm Water says, just keep an open line of communication for your student, and it doesn't have to be so overwhelming. Just kind of chill with them, go through it with them, and you'll all be okay.
Just live in the moment.
There you go.
These moments are fleeting. Yeah. Hey, we love your back to school photos, and we want to share a few more. Celebrating Savvy with her hands on her hips. She's going to pre-K, and she's got her whole outfit. Love her pigtails. Savvy, hope you have a great school year. Also, want to say hello to Jaden. Jaden going into the 7th grade. Jaden's ready to go. Got a smile on his face. We love the excitement. Don't forget to send us your back to school photos so we can show them right here on the air. Just go to news9.com/school.
It's an exciting time. We're on the back to school beat all morning long for you.
That's right. Coming up, school resource officers headed back to school today as well. Lisa Mahan explains what they say is the most critical for protecting students. We'll show you after the break. All right, 6:45, and folks getting up, getting ready to go back to school. It's an exciting day. Hundreds of thousands of students heading back to the classroom.
Are lunches made for your boys this morning?
That's a great question.
Bougie salad that you made the other day.
They're probably going to be getting school lunch today. Let's just say it that way.
Hey, let's check in with Lacey Swope. She's live in Putnam City Public Schools this morning. Lace, how's it going out there?
Good morning, guys. I am at Capps Middle School. Some of the folks have been trickling on in. The parents are in the drop-off line right now, and I just saw a bus pulling into the parking lot. So doors open at 7 a.m. I'm here in the cafeteria, very excited for the first day of school for the Wildcats. So I have to tell you, as I've been walking around, just kind of taking a look here in between hits, there are no lockers. And I may just sound ancient in saying that because apparently that's a thing these days, that there are no lockers in the schools. They don't need them because kids have iPads and not books. So that's just interesting, roaming the hallways. It's a whole different feel, a beautiful school. And if you are getting your family geared up and ready to go this morning, I have the full forecast for you. The bus stop has been quiet. It's been dry, nothing weather-wise to slow you down. Our American Fidelity cam, part of our on our camera right now, was looking absolutely live and beautiful. And all of our cameras across our entire region have been showing clear skies, and the sunrise has been awesome on our Lucky Star Sky Cam network. Southeastern Oklahoma, you've had a few showers, a few rumbles of thunder on Next Gen Live. The metro is dry, and it's going to be that way for several hours. There's a slight chance we get a couple blips on radar, talking a couple of those isolated showers or storms into the afternoon. It won't amount to much, but as you're coming home from school today and as your family's getting ready for any of those after-school activities, we will have a couple of those that we might have to dodge. It's a 10% chance chance. Now, temperatures are in the 60s. Many areas have dipped down into the middle, the upper 60s. We've had 50s in the far northwest, talking our panhandle, the main body of the state. Not that cool. It's 60s, it's 70s, it's warm. Really don't need the jacket, the light sweater, something on the little kids this morning. A good idea, but it's going to warm up very quickly. Dress them in for summertime gear for the afternoon. For recess today, it looks dry. So temperatures from the 60s, the 70s statewide, and then we will quickly warm up. We're talking 90s later this afternoon. So take a look at the statewide temperatures. If this thing will go thing. Come on, you can do it. Megan, can you advance for me? Megan's always there to be my advancer. There it goes. There's your statewide temperatures, 60s and 70s. And then where highs today will be in the 80s and the 90s. 91 degrees in Oklahoma City. And we do have a slight chance for a shower. So as far as rain chances go, it's a 10 to a 20% chance. Most locations will be dry. And then take a look at future view with the winds this morning. By the 10-mile-per-hour winds, they do start to ramp up, though, about 5 to 15 as we head in through the day. There are your highs. Pick out your hometown. It is going to feel like summertime, a few degrees warmer than where we were yesterday. That's for sure. And then things really start to kick up. Some clouds start to develop into the afternoon, and a few thunderstorms will be possible. The severe risk extremely low, but just like we had yesterday, a couple of those as they diminish could produce some winds 50, 60 miles per hour, but it will not be widespread. Take a look at your 9-day forecast. We are going to warm up, guys. Today, yes, it's hot, but the next several days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're talking lower mid-90s, around 100 for feel-like temperatures, and then rain chances come back, and we even have an opportunity for a cold front to move in next week. So your forecast for next week will be a little more active, and of course, we'll break it down for you day by day. Guys, that is all from Capps Middle School. The day is beginning, and we are fired up and ready to go. Back to you.
Impressive seeing all the weather maps out there.
I love it. It's so cool.
Great
Lacey,
job.
Great job.
Hey, as hundreds of thousands of students head back to class this morning, we do know law enforcement will be there to greet them.
Safety is a top priority for school districts across the state. Lisa Monahan live in studio now. And Lisa, for school resource officers, it's not the first day of school.
Yeah, officers are prepped and ready to go. In recent weeks, they've been in schools surveying the layout and reviewing security plans just to make sure that the school year gets off to a safe start.
Before students step into a classroom, school resource officers step through security protocol, door by door, hallway by hallway. It's more than a quick walkthrough. These school audits reinforce their commitment to student safety.
We always take the opportunity to look at the past and see what's happened and how we can prepare for the future.
SROs with the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office and agencies statewide work in step with school administrators to assess crime trends and potential threats.
We're able to educate them on the things that we have seen, things to look out for.
They also review changes to school schedules, from start times to recess, so officers can adjust the security plan.
Administrators are able to educate us on, hey, here's what we have going on this year.
Most schools now have extra layers of protection, from student ID systems to cameras and controlled pickup procedures.
Get down! Stop! Put your hands behind your back.
But situations can escalate.
We had a adult who attempted to come and pick up a student that they were not authorized to pick up.
Stop, put your hands behind your back.
Where our deputy had to use force, used a taser, got this person in custody.
Which is why Sheriff Tommy Johnson says the most important security measure is having an officer already there to step in.
This happened at the drop of a dime. Being on campus, being aware, being present, but ready to react and respond.
And as those school doors open, officers will be there, watching, listening, protecting.
It's more than just a gun and a badge. It's a person there that cares for me and that's willing to lay down their life for me.
And school resource officers say they need your help. Parents are encouraged to talk with their kids and remind them if something doesn't look right at school, say something to one of those officers. Lacey.
Lisa Monahan, thank you. Oklahoma County Sheriff Tommy Johnson also says make sure your child knows who they should contact first in an emergency.
And with the new school year comes new security features in Oklahoma City public schools. Both the middle and high schools will have assigned school resource officers. And over summer break, administrators say a top to bottom safety check was done at every building in the district. OKCPS has also added a new security feature requiring all visitors to check in on an iPad before entering any school. News 9 is your place for all things back to school. You can scan that QR code right here on your screen to access resources like start dates, policy changes, and more. We have it all at news9.com.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to change your thinking as you get behind the wheel this morning. Watch those school zones. Megan Gold watching the roads for us right now. Megan, how are we doing on this Back to School Wednesday?
Roads are looking really good for parents that are taking kiddos for their first day of school across Oklahoma City. The buses, roads look good. Starting to get a little congested in spots, and I will show you that. But for those of you that are just now joining us, I just wanted to share a little bit of information on the fines for speeding in a school zone. Cost you more than $200. Also put our kids at risk. So really just make sure you're dialed in. You're paying attention. Extra time out the door, as there will be so many more folks out early in the mornings. Don't block the crosswalks and stop for the buses. Now here's the look out the door right now. Broadway extension, if you're headed southbound, looks good. It's on the south side coming northbound into Oklahoma City that is starting to get really congested. There is a reported crash on I-35 near North 12th Street. Working to get some information on that. No confirmation of it yet, but if you do travel northbound I-35, I would give yourself a little extra time. Otherwise, we're doing just fine out on the roadways. Guys, back to you.
Hey, don't miss the Coca-Cola Porch at 9 a.m. We're headed to Noble High School. We're going to crash the freshman orientation party today. Don't miss the fun on News 9 at 9 a.m.
Well, in the spirit of back to school, we have a few photos of some News Niners, and we want you to guess who
on the
is
left. Who is that on the left?
And then on the right, what do you guys think? On the left,
Lisa
Monahan. On the right,
with the bad pixie haircut,
Robin Martin.
I remember my grandma put tape across my bangs and started cutting, and I was so upset.
I love these pictures.
Do you remember what grade it was?
That was first grade. I had a sailor dress on. I remember it really like it was yesterday. My sister had a sailor dress on, and we just thought we were the coolest cats.
You guys look great. That's Lisa and Robin. Send us your back to school pics. Just go to news9.com/school.
It's all about the hair sometimes, right?
Oh, always.
Yes, I had a bad back to school haircut. It can give you a rough start, but
hey, as long as you finish well. Hey, make it a great first day of school out there.